Welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. We have just gone live on YouTube. If you're in the Zoom room, type in exactly where you're watching from. This is Members Night, happens every single week, and exciting announcements for Noumi worldwide are going to be happening on today's call, as well as some fantastic pearls of wisdom from an interview we're going to do. With that in mind, we've got about 60 seconds for you to invite everybody on. If they're not in here, take a look at who's online. In the meantime, here's a timer to give you time to do that. Alrighty, because Noumi is a truly international business, we're in 72 countries around the world. Some people don't speak fluent English. With that in mind, we do have closed captions you can read along with. So have a listen to this quick explanation.
Untuk mengaktifkan terjemahan bahasa Indonesia, silakan klik caption di panel laptop atau handphone Anda semua.
Para poder obtener la traducción en español, es necesario hacer clic en el menú de Zoom y elegir la opción Subtítulos en español.
大家好，如果你想看字幕，请按屏幕底下的 CC 按钮，选择中文。此功能仅适用于直播。
Bonjour, bienvenue à cet événement Noumi. Vous pouvez activer les sous-titres dans votre langue en cliquant sur Sous-titres au bas de l'écran. Veuillez noter que cette option fonctionne uniquement dans la salle Zoom en direct. Merci et bonne écoute.
大家好，如果你想看字幕，請按屏幕底下嘅 CC 按鈕選擇中文。呢個功能淨係適用於直播。
Alrighty, fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, just to show the growth we're having around the world, you have a brand new MC if you want to unmute Christy, and that is Christy Price, brand new diamond, who is joining us today all the way from Canada. So let's hand it over to Christy.
Hi, everyone. I'm super excited to be here today. I see everyone else is coming from in and everywhere around the world, Mexico, Canada, New Zealand, Indonesia. This is great news. I have the pleasure of introducing Sergio de la Mora, who is the head of our field development. He is super amazing. I met him in Utah and I had so much fun. His training is incredible. So take it away, Sergio. Good luck.
Thank you, Christy, and it's really nice to have you be the host this evening. Congratulations, and we know that you're going to do many more great things in Canada. In fact, Canada is one of those markets that is always doing a lot, and we're excited. We know a lot will happen there next year with what you got going on, so congratulations, and the pleasure was mine to meet you. Well, everybody, it's a pleasure to greet you from the headquarter state of Utah. We are very busy at Noumi at this time. We have a lot going on with marketing assets and trying to make sure everything works properly, and of course the month end. So I'll start with a few announcements just to help you get familiar with what we're going to do. So want to remind you guys, you know, this great product right here, which I really like. I've been taking this 3 times a day, and it's definitely a great product to take along with the NutriShish and the Noumi Skin and other products. We're excited. Just want to remind you, for the Canada market in the United States, the promotion will be available throughout the rest of the month of August. So you have a few days to take advantage of the buy 3, get 1 free. We'll make further announcements as we launch it worldwide. Australia, New Zealand, you have recently received it. So the promotion will continue for a little bit longer there. we'll keep you updated. And of course, we'll give you more announcements as we prepare for future launches around the world. The next announcement is regarding our month end. Chris, as you know, has been working really hard to find out ways how we can extend our hours of operation. And so I want to remind you that this week we will have an extension of hours. Our call center will be open Friday, which is this week, Friday, until 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So take advantage of those extended hours and let us know how that's continued to help you. We are looking at analytics and stats based on the last month that we also had some extensions. But I want you to know that the goal is for us to have more improvements with the customer support that we are providing for you around the world. The next announcement, I have something quite exciting. You're going to look out for an invitation that will probably come out tomorrow or Friday. And this invitation is to invite all members who are interested in learning more about pre-launch for Thailand and Japan. We will have this call next Thursday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, just right before Steve's technology call. And we'll go over a few items that are important for the pre-launch process. And what we want to do is identify all of the members and leaders that are interested in building in these markets. So they'll be a little bit different. It will be on this channel, Numi TV. However, we are going to send an invite through a special link that we created because we are going to require registration. And the reason for that is so that we can begin to identify worldwide who wants to be a part of this great movement as we are heading closer to eventually opening those markets. But there's a lot of interest from a lot of markets, and even Mexico, Latin America, various countries through Europe have a lot of interest in the region. So we want to make sure that you have the knowledge you need and to kind of review what was launched at Summit. So look out for an invite, and please, when you register, if you can, or if you're already a member, after your name, put your ID so that we are aware of who we need to begin to contact as we go forth, okay? But we're very excited, and you'll receive more information about that. One announcement that I want to remind you is we are doing a current competition, and it's very basic. It's similar to the one we've done recently, where I see the winner of the person who got the Neuros from the last one. Congratulations, and nice to see you here on this call. But just a reminder, share your Numi story with us for a chance to win our signature product, NutriSwish. We will choose the winner on August 30th, and we will contact you via social media through our platforms. Just a few rules: 1 entry per person. To participate must be 18 and over. Active customer, just the usual, but we really want to invite you to be a part of this. We notice that some of the messages are being sent privately, but I'm going to ask Michael to just give you guys instructions of where to go at the end so that we can make sure to continue this momentum of testimonials as well as having fun with these competitions, okay? The next announcement that I have is regarding I want to clear something up. As you know, at Numi, we're always working really hard to have the best tools available, and we recognize that there are a lot of things we need to improve, and we're going to continue to improve on those things, but I want to just make a clarification. Sometimes the field runs a little bit faster than us, like Aaron has mentioned a few times. And there has been some comments regarding a certification of BSCG. So what that is a third-party certification for banned substance and clean. So I want to just let you know where we're at with this. We don't have a certification for this. We sent a sample of a product to be analyzed, and we have received just a pre-approval. However, the certification itself is not complete, and we just want to make it very clear that if you see something rolling around on social media talking about certification for Numi being BSCG certified, that yes, we hope to have that one day. However, right now that's in the process. It's not an actual certification. And that's just the Banned Substances Control Group, and it's a third-party certification. So any questions, feel free to let us know. And a very exciting announcement to finish this off. We have a new asset that will be live on the app this evening. And that asset is going to be a highlight from a video that was recorded from Mr. David R. Larson, who is education chairman of the American Brain Council, and that's one of the endorsements we have here on this wonderful product that you will find there. And so, oh, there we go. See? So that's really cool. We invite you to use that asset. It will be up in the app. So after this call, you'll be able to find it in your app. And it's just highlights of some of his presentation of Summit. And Michael, those are the announcements that I have for today. I look forward to being with you next week again on Members Night. And join us again for that special call we'll have on Thursday. And just a quick reminder, we are a global company. However, next Monday here in the United States is Labor Day, so our office will be closed. We won't have customer service or anyone at the head office. Everywhere else worldwide, where we do have some support, we will have that available for you. But we look forward to see you next week, and you will see what I mean, why we've been so busy. A lot of exciting things going on here at corporate. Have a great month end.
Beautiful. Thanks, Sergio. I accidentally clicked the button too quick, had my finger ready. Awesome news. And that video, as he said, it is live in the app right now. I posted mine 20 seconds ago online. My advice, guys, if you haven't done it, when you're on the YouTube channel, you can see the workshops we did about how to create a playlist and so forth, which you can go play. Put it in a playlist. The one that's on my Facebook wall right now has David Larson's presentation followed up by the 6-minute explanation from us at the company, and then the buy now page. You can do all that sort of stuff. So lots more tools will go in the app, yes, June, but one step at a time. It's like drinking from a fire hose with so many things we've got going on at the moment, which is really exciting. With that in mind, we like to table success. They say success leaves clues, right? And that means right around the world in different languages, different markets. And you know what? I put on my NUMMI ambassador hat, if you like, as a founding advisory board member. I'm not just interested in my own team. Servant leaders are interested in the greater good, not self-interest. And so we're going to interview someone who's not in my team today, but someone I hugely respect. And there's a lot of members that are in Crossline teams that have achieved some great success in the company, and success leaves clues. So what we'd like to do is interview them and pull some of the pearls of wisdom out that we can share with you. So with that in mind, the person I'm going to introduce you to, you won't be able to see it on the screen, but his biceps are the size of my thighs. That guy is huge. Also, he came out of a very good gene pool, because I can say that because him and his beautiful wife brought their children to the summit. And I thought, holy moly, put those two together and wow, the cutest kids I've ever seen in my life. So with that in mind, if you want to unmute my friend, I'm going to interview Antonio Chavez. Are you there? Yes, he is.
Hey there. Hey, Homily, how are you?
Fantastic.
I'm really
Now,
excited and nervous.
no need to be nervous. And can I say this, guys, that I got coached on how to say Mexico. It's Mexico. So Antonio is from Colima, Mexico, not Mexico, just so we're clear, right? I make great margaritas, but I don't speak Mexican. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out a few pearls of wisdom from Antonio, because as I said, success leaves clues, and this gentleman is rocketing around the world in the Latino market. So the first question I had for you, my friend, is, how long have you been in the network marketing industry?
Well, involved with the network marketing industry around 30 years. 30. That this 3 with a 0. But to be honest, I mentioned 30 years because my father and mother, they get involved with the network marketing industry when I was 10 years old. So yeah, I grew up with this business, with this vision of doing a network and build teams and everything. But I started my own business with network marketing when I was 17 years old. So it has been past 23 years since I get involved and build a business with network marketing.
Wow. So I don't know if you guys agree with me. Type it in the chat if you do, but I think that means he started at 3 years of age, because he looks very young to me. So, so that's fantastic. Now, the next question I suppose we have for you guys is, when did you join NUMMI, but how long did it take you to hit double diamond with the company?
I joined NUMMI around the 20-something of March. So that was 1 year ago, if I am correct. Yeah. So I joined in March, and I hit diamond in my first 4 months. 4 months passed, so I can get the rank of diamond.
Fantastic. Now, some of the things that have helped you create momentum, often people sort of look at this industry and they're like, oh, I couldn't do that. But success leaves clues, as we said. So what we'd love you to do first off is just share some of the things that you believe led to you having such great momentum in achieving your goals.
Well, this is something that I can speak for a long time, but to be just precise, I will think that I try to keep it simple. You know, that's the key for success. Keep it simple. When you keep something simple, people can follow. Otherwise, they're going to have problems. The first thing that somebody is thinking when you are trying to present the business or the opportunity is, can I do that? Seriously, can I present like he does? Can I speak like he does or she? Can I do the same things? And when you complicate things, when you try to speak about I don't know, the molecular structure of the glutathione, you're gonna have problems, you know. So you have to keep it really, really, really simple. You have to use the tools that the company and your uplines provides to you, so you just can share it. Okay, so just keep it simple. And the other thing that I will say is that this is following this same idea. This is a two-step business for my perspective, you know, two-step business. And this is so funny because I do a lot of jokes about this with my team. But the first step is just to join. You have to join. If you don't join, you can do nothing, you know? So the first step is to join. The second step, and this is the last one, this is the funny thing, this is the last one, and you just have to repeat. You have to bring people. You can start with 3. Okay? So join to the business, bring 3 persons, and repeat. Join to the business, bring 3 persons, they join to the business, they bring 3 persons. And if you just keep it simple, duplicatable, the network is going to grow. And there is a quote that some of my mentors said to me when I was younger. Let me see if I can translate it to Spanish. I mean to English. You can see how big is the ego of the people you get around with when the simple things are complicated to comprehend. Let me see if I can repeat it again, okay? You can see how big is the ego of the persons that are around you. Oh my God. Okay, this is an intelligent camera, so makes some sound suddenly. So you can see
That's
how
cool.
big is the ego of a person, or the persons that you're getting around with the simple things are complicated to comprehend. We tend to complicate everything. I will talk about this in a few moments, but just keep it simple. Okay.
Beautiful. You know what? What's really interesting about that in our pre-chat, because I always pre-chat with people when we do interviews, because you never know what you're going to hear otherwise, and we've got to make sure all these calls are compliant. But in the pre-chat, I was saying to Antonio, man, we're on the same page exactly. One of the reasons we have so much success in Numi is because we have the Numi 1, 2, 3 process, and that is connect to tools, connect to leaders, connect to product. And, you know, in all languages, which is amazing internationally. It's one of the reasons for our biggest success. When I look at the previous company I was with, they took off and then they plateaued. One of the reasons was still left. But the other reason that it had a plateau was also that some people in the field suddenly became glutathione experts. And don't get me wrong, if your thing is just wellness and you're not wanting to build a huge business, duplication doesn't really matter. But today we hear about talking about how to grow a big business. So when I say success leaves clues, and what he said there about ego versus complication, it's funny. I listened to a guy called Matt in the industry. I won't give you his whole name because I don't want you to run after his company and have a listen. But the key point was Matt said, I have 1 million personal team members. And I was like, wow, 1 million. He said, I don't have 1 million because I'm a salesperson. I don't have 1 million because I recruited salespeople. I have 1 million because of a very simple system anyone could do. So what Antonio just said there about simplicity is so important. Now, there's another aspect I want you to share as well, my friend, and I just muted you because your child walked in. If you can unmute again. And that is, how important do you think upline support and third-party validation is in the process?
Oh, well, nothing is going to work if you don't use the third-party validation. You know why? Because nobody is a prophet in his own town. That's why. When you speak to your people, they tend to minimize the opportunity because it came from you. They have this. There is a law, the law of familiarity. I think that's the way to say it. The law of familiarity. When they are too familiar with you, they are really good friends, or they are getting around you for a long time. They tend to diminish what you are trying to show. In this case, the business. So using the third-party validation will give you the tools. Will give you the how do you say it? The
leverage.
Leverage, yeah. They give you the leverage. So people can hear about the business opportunity from yourself. They can see how excited you are. They relate with you in this idea, but they really they get another perspective, more cold perspective from somebody that they don't know. So we tend to believe more in other people's because we don't know who he is. Maybe if you can show the people that you are trying to bring to the business that this other person has some kind of respect in the industry, some kind of rank, some kind of big check, a big amount of money earning doing the business, this will give you the opportunity to be more to have the opportunity that to how can I say it? Well, they just going to believe more easily. Okay, the opportunity.
Beautiful, beautifully said. I couldn't have said it better myself. So with that in mind, you also mentioned a book to me that you read recently, and have you got any final thoughts?
Yeah, I have been reading a book from Simon Sinek. The title of the book is Start with Why. Oh my God, this is such a good book. People, you have to read it. Really, it's an amazing. I just was speaking with one of my leaders, and I mentioned the book, and I said to her, "You have to read this book. I just discovered it." And she said to me, "Yeah, I already read that book. It's something beautiful. If you can just follow these ideas, it's going to make so much easier for you to share the opportunity." Because you can start with the why. Why do the persons, why do the people will like to be in your business? What will they are going to change the way that they are earning money to receive another different way to earn money? So if you can start with the why, to be more present. This is something really important for me in my family, because when I was a child, when I was like 8, 9 years old, my father, he was an absent father, you know. I didn't see my father. he worked so much that he goes out from our house on Monday and he came back on Friday or Saturday. So for the whole week, I didn't see my father. And I just see my father on the weekends. And the tough thing for my father was that when he came back to the house, my mother was waiting for him just to give him the bad news of my bad behave. And he had to be the authority. He had to be the bad person because he just came to give me some. How do you say it when you correct your kids? Grounded. I was grounded from my father.
Discipline.
Yeah. And and I didn't like to see my father. That's why I didn't like to see my father. So
Hey guys, have you frozen or is it just me? Just type in chosen. Yeah, he's frozen. He's chosen.
It froze for a minute. Let's see.
Okay. Antonio, we'll just give you a second to see if it comes back. I thought he was deep in thought for a split moment then. All right. I think he has completely frozen. We'll give it 1 second. And
Yeah.
I think he may have a bad connection.
And while we wait for him, Michael, I just want to say that I also had the chance to meet Antonio at Summit, and he is a great leader. I know that it's fun to hear his story, you know, that he's been around the industry for 30 years, and I can definitely see that through his actions and all that he's doing. So I'm glad that he's sharing these concepts this evening because it's different from different areas at times. So I'm very grateful for him and his desire to share this with us. And thank you, Michael, for also interviewing him. I think it's a great choice.
Beautiful. Now he dropped out. He may be back in 1 second, but just in case he doesn't, I know the last question I was going to ask him. I can tell you the answer he was going to give me because I did it yesterday, guys. He said, when he talked about keeping it simple, he said, some people go out there and just lead with the product. He said, I'm not selling a product. I'm selling an opportunity with a product. And so that's the biggest key. He said, in Latin America, if you're out there just trying to sell a product in network marketing, everyone's like rolling their eyes, here you come again. But here he is, he's back. All right. I'm just going to ask you to unmute. So do me a favor, buddy. The last point you covered off beautifully about your father and why. But let me ask you this question. We talked about how you said we're not just going out and selling a product. Talk about that, what you said yesterday. I thought that was priceless for people to hear.
Yeah, of course. You know, this is oh my God, this is kind of tough to me to talk in a public, in a big meeting, because I have this belief. We tend to complicate things. I already say that, but I was really I write something about this, and I would like to just to share it with you. The society install us a wrong program, you know, an auto-sabotage program, where we accept the idea that for being successful, you have to encourage a lot of pain and a lot of difficulties and problems. So we tend to complicate simple things to be in enlightenment with the idea, and then we believe that by complicating things, we will be in the right path, because we have this idea that we have to work a lot, complicate things, in complicated things to get the result. So when we have this idea of selling, we have to understand that 95% of the population, when they hear the word sell, they don't like it. They just don't like it. But when we change the way that we approach to people, and we just share an opportunity, not because you're going to start to sell the product. Just the only thing you have to do is to buy your own product, That's it. You don't have to buy more product and go to the street and go to your neighbors and your friends and convince them to try the product. I think that it's much easier to approach to the people, showing them how they can get more financial freedom. You know why? Because the first and most the product that we must consume, the human being, the first product and the most consumed product, it's money. We work for money. But we educate our people, our children, to get money since they were kids, from kindergarten to the university. We put them in this road just to be sure that he is going to be able to earn money when he is going to be when he gets to the, how do you say it? When he gets older, when he wants to build a family, you know. So they have to learn how to earn money. And when you approach people and show to the people a simple way, you have just to buy your product. That's it. Bring three persons who buy the product, and they just have to bring 3 persons who buy the product. And if we just do that, these 2 simple things, you don't have to go to university to understand this. This is the funniest thing. You don't have to be an astronaut to comprehend mathematics to understand this. This as simple as a kid from 8 years old, he can understand this. So just keep it simple. You don't have to sell the product. Sell the opportunity. We have a wonderful product, yes, but if you just bring them to the opportunity, and then when they join and then they see the opportunity, then you can show the marvelous product that we have. They're gonna fall in love with the product, okay? But first, show them how they will be free, how they will share time with their family, how the money is not going to be a problem each end of the month. Just show that, and then show the product. And this is going to be, for me, this has been working for me. And I'm not the one that has the truth of everything. I just do this, and this is working for me. I just share this idea, and then you can see if this, what I'm saying to you, is going to be working, is going to be good for you and your way of working or not. Just whatever you think that is good for you, okay? But this is how I built a business. Right now, I have people in 14 countries right now, and we are expanding. So I'm really happy to be here.
Beautiful. There are so many pearls of wisdom in this interview today, and I know that the people who get it and the people who are rank advancing fast are on exactly the same page as you. But as Antonio said, this is the neutral platform of Noumi headquarters. We present every day. So we're giving our perspective. You know, I said this once on the talk, this is the way I'm seeing something. If you're seeing that way, that's totally okay. But I can't lie to you and say, well, I do it that way if I don't. So he's giving an authentic representation of how he has become successful. I'm in 100% sync with exactly every single thing he said, despite the fact that we're not in the same team. So thank you for your pearls of wisdom today. That was priceless. And this is a recording, remember, guys. It's actually sitting on YouTube. Now, as we said, we have launched, keep in mind right now, go into your app straight after the app, and there is the video. It's right there. Thank you, David Larson. It is amazing. Now, it is very short. It's only 7 minutes. David spoke for maybe, I don't know, 25 or more. But we had to crop out lots of things. There's no disease names mentioned. There's nothing non-compliant. This is 100% pure and approved by Bert. And Bert's our financial counsel and our scientist, and he loved it. So that's a great illustration. I was also told or asked, if you like, by Sergio just to point you to where you could go put your testimonials. Please, at the end of this call, don't think I'll do this later. Do it immediately if you could. I'm just going to show you where to go do it. And every single person on this call, we should have over 100 testimonials in 20 minutes from now in the competition. I challenge you, 100 testimonials in 20 minutes from now. I don't care if you've done your testimonial 1,000 times. I want it again. Whatever your experience is with some of the products, type it in right now in the following place. If you go online and you go to the Noumi Facebook public page, you'll see this, share your Noumi story. Now to get there, you have to scroll down because it's not the first thing. So scroll, 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 scroll till you get to this one here. And then I want you to click it in the comments, and there'll be comments in there, but this is why we're promoting it for you to do it. Only one person had the smarts to go do it so far. But some of you have also entered your testimonials in the Noumi Knew You group, which is awesome. Everyone who's done that, copy the wording, paste it in here, and do it again. You're back into the competition a second time. If you want to, in addition to entering it here in the next 20 minutes to go in the draw in 2 days, do that. But then I would love to see you take a photograph of yourself and put the same wording in the Noumi Knew You official Facebook group as well. And then you'll go into the competition for that as well. So that's where you're going to post it under primarily, but feel free to do it in the Noumi Knew You group as well at the very same time. Can someone type that up? What do you mean type that up? I don't understand. Oh, you missed it? Kids yelling. All right. Play the playback. All right, guys. So I just want to thank Antonio for sharing his pearls of wisdom selflessly for all teams across the Noumi family today. I want to thank Christy, Brand New Diamond, for being an awesome MC. And of course, Sergio for being who he is. He's also always fantastic. So